I'd like to convene the 4th Osage Congress into session. This is our Tzi-Zho Session. Today is September 10th, 2015. It's day 3 on our agenda and it's 10 a.m. First item on the agenda is prayer. Congresswoman Edwards, would you please lead us in a word of prayer?
Kondo Jinki, thank you for this beautiful day and thank you for all of us that are gathered here as we go about the work of the Osage Congress. Give us kind hearts, strong minds to do the will of our people. Bless the children and care for those who are ill, our men and women overseas, those who need your arms around them. Help us to do and make the decisions that are best for all of us and that make us proud, make our people proud. We ask these things in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Congresswoman Edwards. Roll call.
Congresswoman Bucklehead. Congresswoman Edwards.
Present.
Congressman Hamilton.
Present.
Congressman Yeck.
Present.
Congressman Maker.
Here.
Congressman Mason.
Present.
Congressman Norris.
Here.
Congresswoman Pratt.
Present.
Congressman Shaw.
Here.
Congressman Supernall.
Here.
Congressman Walker.
Here.
Speaker Whitehorn.
Here.
Assistant Chief Redcorn.
Present.
We have a quorum. Next item on the agenda is approval of journal, and you have 2 journals to be approved today sitting in front of you. Congresswoman Edwards.
So is the legislative message attached, or I noticed it says that Chief Standing Bear's address is attached. Is your address attached?
I believe that it's just the presentation that we received on the screen. I didn't have a written legislative message, and I don't think that the chief did. It's the presentation we viewed. Congresswoman Edwards.
Have you read through the journal and satisfied yourself that these congressional references are correct,
Congressional references,
referring the bills?
I do believe they are. Are you
I
have
don't
any questions?
remember- I don't remember, so I can't tell you whether they're right or wrong.
Yes, I did make sure that, because I had to discharge one from a committee because it was assigned to the wrong committee, and I made sure that it's the correct representation of what happened in the session. So yes, I did look at that.
I move to approve the legislative journal September 8th, 2015.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any discussion on the journal from September 8th? All in favor say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? Seeing none, September 8th journal is approved. You still have September 9th. Congresswoman Edwards.
On my motion to overrule that was made, I did make that motion, and the motion shows that it was seconded and failed with 7 yeas and 4 nays. And I would ask that you go back and consider whether that motion required a 2/3 vote. Because I believe that's why you're saying that it failed, because obviously it had a majority vote.
Right. And I agree. Actually, maybe we need to go back and listen if your motion, if that was the correct motion. Was it a point of order that you made? Or was it motion to overrule?
It was a motion to overrule your placement of the, and then you said, well, that's going to be a rule suspension, so that's going to, this is the way I remember it.
Right.
That's a rule suspension, so that's going to require.
No, it was a
8 votes.
two-thirds vote. I don't think it was a rule suspension. It was a two-thirds vote, is what we were checking to see, and I believe that's the finding that we came up with when we checked the rules.
So, I mean, I know this is complicated, but it's kind of fun. To me, then, if that's wrong, do I have to get 2/3 vote to overrule your wrongness? Or how do we resolve that if that actually only needs a simple majority?
We'd have to have a little discussion about how to do that. Would you like for the clerk to read the,
If she could tell us the rule that she relied on, or what she relied on to make that decision, then I can go back and look at it and formulate my next plan of action. But for now, I just want to know what rule that was. Or,
Madam Clerk, would you please read the rule that,
6.83, a motion can be made by a member to appeal the decision made by the Speaker concerning the assignment of the bill or resolution. A 2/3 vote of the members of Congress is required to approve the appeal.
okay. I think, and is that rules of what date? As of what date?
September 15th, 2014.
2014? September 15th, 2014? Okay. And we got, and then I was wondering if we've had those changes since then, haven't we?
I don't know, we'd have to go back
All
and
right,
do some
thanks very
research on that.
Move to approve the legislative journals September 9th, 2015.
Have a motion, do I have a second? Congresswoman Bucklew had seconded. Any discussion? All in favor say yes.
Yes.
The journal is approved for the 9th. Next item on the agenda is reports of select committees. Are there any select committees to report? Seeing none, we are on reports of standing committees. Any standing committees to give a report today? Congressman Supernaw?
Commerce Committee met yesterday to consider the following appointees: Lorraine Wilcox to the Osage Nation Gaming Commission, Justin Mays to the Osage Gaming Enterprise Board, Janine Logan.
Congressman,
What?
can you tell me what the committee voted on that, what the committee action was on the appointee Lorraine Wilcox? It says that, it says final committee action on that report. Could you state that for the record?
Yeah, I can do that, but I was gonna do them all at once, because it's all the same on every one. You wanna go each one at a time? I can do that. Huh?
Congressman Walker.
If you call the motion in committee, bundled them all together, it was all one motion for all appointees.
You can go ahead and do it that way, yes.
Well,
Go ahead.
thank you. Okay, then I'm back, I guess, to Justin Mays on the Osage Gaming Enterprise Board, Janine Logan to the Osage Gaming Enterprise Board, Jim Ferris to the Tallgrass Economic Development LLC, Philip Morrow to Tallgrass Economic Development LLC, Raymond Hankins to the Tallgrass Economic Development LLC, Tim Tallchief to the Tallgrass Economic Development LLC, Dave Stewart, Tallgrass Economic Development LLC. The final vote on all of these was the same. It was 6 yeses for Supernaw, Yak, Pratt, Whitehorn, Buffalo Head, and Walker. Now, I want to say that the committee decision was that our task was to determine whether these candidates were qualified to be appointed. In other words, they could be appointed. We're not recommending that they do be appointed. That will that will be determined by the Congress here when they consider.
So could you state what the committee action was for the record?
The action for all candidates was the candidate is qualified by education experience, and there are no ethical or legal barriers to their service. And the executive branch confirmed the background check had previously been done on all these candidates.
Thank you, Congressman. Is there any more reports of standing committees? Seeing none, we are on introduction of bills and resolutions. Are there any bills or resolutions to be introduced? Item number 7, we are on bills and resolutions on first reading. Congressman Supernaw.
Reading in ONCA 1596, an act to amend the Osage Nation Revenue and Taxation Act of 2006 as amended, 26 ONC Section 1-101, except to change vehicle registration tax table, to change the motorcycle and all-terrain vehicle registration tax, to change the boat and motor registration fees, and to establish an alternate effective date.
Thank you, Congressman. ONCA 1596 is referred to the Governmental Operations Committee. Congresswoman Pratt.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Reading ONCR 1524, a resolution commending Herman Mowgli Lookout for his leadership, dedication, and service to the Osage people and the Osage Nation in preserving and passing on our language and directing distribution. Also, ONCR 1525, a resolution to adopt and approve the Osage orthography developed by Herman Mowgli Lookout and refined by the Osage Nation Language Department.
Thank you, Congresswoman Pratt. ONCR 1524 and ONCR 1525 are referred to the Cultural Committee. Next item on the agenda is bills and resolutions on General Order Day 1. The legislation is read in by the sponsor. I'm reading in ONCA 1574, an act to amend the Osage Nation Office of the Attorney General Act at 15 ONC Section 3-107 to charge the Attorney General with implementing amendments to the Osage Nation Constitution, and then to publish the updated document and to establish an alternate effective date. Thank you. That's pretty self-explanatory is what the bill does. Congressman Yak.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members of Congress, reading ONCA 1580, an act to provide an appropriation to the legislative branch of the Osage Nation for fiscal year 2016, the amount of $2,407,117, and to establish an alternate effective date.
Thank you, Congressman Yak. We're now on motions and notices. Are there any motions or notices? Congressman Mason. Actually, may I go ahead and read the heading that we're going to do right now?
Thank you.
Congressman Mason is going to read off education citations of congratulations for the graduates of the recipients of the Osage Nation Higher Education Scholarship. It's people that have met milestones in their degrees, and we're always pleased to do this. So you have the floor, Congressman Mason.
Thank you. It is my pleasure to acknowledge Zachary Sanders with a Bachelor of Science degree, to Mason Powell, an Associate of Arts degree, to Maggie Gray, a Bachelor of Arts degree, to Burgess Shaw, a Bachelor of Arts degree, to William Wheeler, a Bachelor of Science degree, to Catherine Page, a Bachelor of Science degree, to Matthew Todd, Bachelor of Arts degree. To Molly Elizabeth Shannon, a Bachelor of Science degree. To Blake Michael Stahlbaumer, a Bachelor of Science degree. To Relo M. Adams, the Bachelor of Arts degree. To Jason Strikax Murphy, a Bachelor of Science degree.
Thank you. Thank you, Congressman Mason. We are still in motions and notices. Congresswoman Edwards.
So just a point of inquiry, so we send those commendations then to the students, or do those go through the education department and go with the SAS, or how does that work now?
How it works is the executive and the legislative branch both signs the commendations. They come to us from I believe the education department sends them to the executive. The executive sends them over here for our signature. I have our clerk's division keep a list of all that we have signed and sent back to their office for the chief's signature. And then the chief's office, I don't know how they distribute it after that. I'm supposing that they send them to them by mail. I don't believe it's associated with the SASH.
Okay.
I think the commendation is a separate item that we do, but we've started keeping a running list of every certificate we sign here in this office, so when we come into sessions, we can speak their names over the airwaves and into the record of our journal.
Good.
So
Okay.
that's how we handle that. Any more motions or notices? Congressman Shaw?
We took committee meetings,
Yes,
Health and Social Services at 3 o'clock today.
thank you. Congressman Mason?
Education will meet from 1 until 3 today.
Thank you, sir. Congressman Walker?
Government Operations meets immediately following session.
Congressman Super?
Commerce and Economic Development will meet from 4:30 to 6. And the Gaming Enterprise Board is going to present their plan of operation.
Okay, thank you, sir. Any more motions or notices? Congresswoman Edwards.
Just to put you on notice, the rules that are on the website say 421.14, and I think our last set are 427.15. And the rule that I was looking for that I couldn't find is at 6.6 paragraph 4 in the new set of rules.
Okay, thank you. Can I have that note after your,
can.
Thank you. I will talk with the parliamentarian and legislative council. I believe that if you're wanting to discharge that from a committee,
No,
that you're going
I
to need to
just
do
wanted-
so.
I just was trying to find it, and I think we need to update our posting so that the current set of rules are on the, that's my point.
Okay, thank you so much.
Oh, but I do have a notice.
Yes, Congresswoman Edwards.
Tomorrow, I would like to make a motion regarding Rule 7, because I was reading the rules last night. Rule 7 is a mess, and we've already considered it in the rules last session. The motion I will make does not have to do with changing the structure of the committees, but it does have to do with the language underneath the committees. So if you would look at Rule 7 tonight and look and see what that we have a jurisdiction statement regarding what each committee does, and it's a mess. For example, Boys and Girls Club is listed in the Health and Social Services Committee. I don't think we even have a Boys and Girls Club anymore. We have a Osage Academy, and it's considered under education. It's in the education bill. So what I'm going to do in making this motion tomorrow is simply strike all that information that's not accurate, fix the typos, and then we can go from there later. But to me, we've got rules right now that if we're going to use them, then we have a mess on our hands, because it defines specific jurisdiction for the committees, and it's not right.
Thank you, Congresswoman. Any more motions or notices? Okay, that leads us to adjournment, and tomorrow is the day that the Minerals Council has their Friday meeting. I've put committee meetings for Friday on here. It's a full day from 8:30 until 6. There's a lunch break from noon to 1. I would think that it's going to be near impossible to meet in session tomorrow. like to know what you think. If we just want to have committee meetings all day long, meet on Monday in session, Congresswoman Buffalo Head.
I'll make a motion to adjourn until Monday at 10 a.m.
Second.
I have a motion and a second discussion, Congresswoman Edwards.
Well, I'm just a little confused how committees trump a session time.
They don't trump. It's up to the body when we convene in session. We have a motion on the floor to meet at 10 Monday. So it's up to the body when they meet in session.
So tomorrow, there would be 2 bills up for amendment that will then pass over into Monday for
Yes.
amendment? Okay.
Any more discussion? All in favor, say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? Seeing none, we are adjourned till 10 a.m. Monday morning.
So forget everything I said about making a rule change tomorrow.
Also,
Okay, for Monday.
on this sheet of paper, it shows you what the committee meetings are for Monday, since we aren't going to meet until then. I believe there's an 8:30 meeting for appropriations on Monday morning. So take note of that, since we weren't noticed for that.
Hey, RJ, Gov Ops is IFS tomorrow. IFS would confirm when they want to meet, given that appropriations is from 8:30
I carved out my bedroom,
to. Yeah.
and I said, I gotta have my bedroom in session.
So he stays in the dungeon?
Okay.
10:30.
10:30?
Okay.
It's not a dungeon. But I will say.
That gives us an hour and a half.
Where's my?
There's only 2 pieces of legislation.
Where's
In fact, I think it's just sufficient services and that's it tomorrow, so it shouldn't take.
my? Everybody got your own coat though.